Good afternoon. This is the Agents for Change Network, sponsored by 906 and K9 Books. I'm your host, Rob Bell, and we developed, and when I say we, I say myself and Scott Bell, developed the Agents for Change group with an emphasis on giving people in the black community a voice and an opportunity to talk about some of the things that we need to make changes with in our community. Right now, our community is in dire straits, and it's no one is going to come into our community and help us fix anything. It's going to be up to us to be able to do that. I normally will wait another week to broadcast a Agents for Change video, but over the last couple of days, we've had a tragedy in my family. I often talk about the violence that is occurring in our communities, and in particularly in the city of Philadelphia, which is the city that I grew up in. And so I still hold the city near and dear to my heart because a lot of my family members are still there. And within the last couple of the days, one of my family members succumbed to the violence in the city of Philadelphia. Let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all have to stop this madness. Y'all have to stop portraying these roles as gangsters and tough guys and going around here with these handguns and killing people for whatever reason. I don't understand what is so important that you have to kill somebody over. Is it money? Is it drugs? Is it women? What is so damn important that someone pisses you off so much and upsets your apple cart to the degree where you have to take a life? You know, we have young brothers out there that are not even making it into their 30s. And we are involved in self-genocide. You know, we fought so hard for so many decades to have a voice and to be productive citizens in this community, in our society. And as black people, you know, we continue to air our concerns about us being treated right. When in fact, we are not even taking care of each other. You know, what we're doing is we're going around and, you know, hating ourselves first. And we're letting that hate and that anger just bleed over into killing and hurting other people. And I'm just perplexed at how the community is not doing anything about it. You know, over last summer when George Floyd got killed and so many other African-American men, black men got shot by police, we were protesting all over the country. We were protesting almost every night. But yet and still, in our communities, when our young black men are being killed by other young black men, we are not saying a word about it. We are not holding the government accountable for it. We're not holding the local governments accountable for it. We're not holding our police departments accountable for it. We are so busy trying to defund police departments when we should be holding them accountable for figuring out how they can stop the crime wave in our communities. We should be protesting at the Roundhouse in Philadelphia. We should be protesting at City Hall in Philadelphia. We should be holding Mayor Kenny's feet to the fire. We should be holding Commissioners Outlaw's feet to the fire to come up with some damn solutions as to how we can stop this. You mean to tell me we can sit back every day and stomach the fact that every night somebody's getting murdered, somebody's getting killed, and all we can do is be reactive to it? You know, it's as if, oh well, it's just going to happen, and so, you know, we just are so overwhelmed, we're so short-staffed, there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. Well, you know, I would venture to bet if it was happening in other communities, someone would jump on their behind and do something about it. But because it's happening in our community, No one really cares. And I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but it's a fact. No one cares about what happens in the black community because black people in this country are minimized, marginalized, and just overlooked when it comes to our safety and our welfare. And I'm just overwhelmed by the unresponsiveness of people when it comes to this crime wave that's occurring not only in Philadelphia but all across the country. But again, I broadcast this particular video because I always talked about nobody really cares until it comes to your doorstep. Well, it came to my doorstep, a couple of days ago. It came to my doorstep yesterday, and I found out that someone close and someone that was involved and someone was in my family was murdered for whatever reason. And so if that's not hitting your doorstep, I don't know what is. And it's sad that we as a family, my family, have to go through this because we are some of the folks in our community that care. My family is a group of folks who care. We try to make a difference. We try to do things that give people in our community an opportunity for hope and uplift. We raise our children correctly. We want our children to be upstanding citizens. We are black men in our family are role models to the younger black men in our family. When we get together, and that's quite often, we often talk about that, how not to succumb to the nonsense that goes on in the street. But we also talk about the fact that you have to be careful and you can very well become a victim of that nonsense that happens in the streets. And to our chagrin, one of our family members had become a victim to that nonsense in the street. So what the hell y'all gonna do about this, man? Y'all just gonna keep sitting back and sitting on your hands and not doing nothing about it? Y'all just gonna keep sitting back and not listening to what I'm saying on these videos and looking at me like I'm crazy and saying, oh, he's just Militant Rob. He's Rob X. He's the guy that's always, shooting his mouth off about what we could do. He's Mr. Political. Well, yeah, you damn right I'm Mr. Political, and I am Rob X. I'm the guy that's going to continue to voice my opinion about the negativism that goes on in our community because nobody else seems to really give a damn about it. I'm taking a leadership role and saying, wake up, people. Let's start to do something about this. Let's come up with some strategies and let's do what we need to do to improve the conditions in our community. When we start doing that, then maybe things will get better. And you ain't going to hear the last of me about this. I'm going to continue to go on and on and on, and I'm going to be a broken damn record when it comes to the uplift of our communities, especially as a black man. I'm going to step up and try to be a role model. Wait till you hear me the next time on Agents for Change. This is Rob Bell. I'm out. Peace.